Sorry about that cutout. My internet went out as soon as I was about to finish up this speech. It was unexpected. It's raining outside, so my internet gets kind of bad once that, and it just cut my internet off. Apologies on that. But where I picked up, I went over the looks and the performance. So now I want to go over the games. So I have two games right here that I really want to go over that are very good PlayStation and Xbox games. Whichever console you want to get, just a little extra thing. So for the Xbox, it is Halo. I don't know if you can, or a Halo Reach, which you can buy for the Xbox One also. And then for the PS4 is Spider-Man, the PlayStation 4 edition, which you can only buy these two games on the Xbox, strictly on the Xbox Halo, and strictly on the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man. These two games are very top of the line games. Halo is about a soldier in the future. It's basically, imagine Captain America, but in the 2500s is where this Halo takes place. It has a very good storyline. Your character is tasked to basically protect humanity from an alien race that wants to basically wipe out humans, because humans have gotten enough technology to go and live on other planets that have suitable atmospheres just like Earth. So your character, his name is John, is tasked to hunt, to protect humanity. And then the Spider-Man game, you know, everyone knows Spider-Man, one of the oldest comic book heroes actually in comic book history. And it's a very good game. It almost won Game of the Year. It was tied with a game called God of War, but that's not the game we're talking about. We're talking about Spider-Man. This game is just super fun. Makes you feel like you're Spider-Man, because, you know, when we were all younger, some of us wanted to be a Spider-Man. Some of us wanted to be whip-slinging around New York City, around Manhattan and Queens and Brooklyn like he was, fighting crime. And that's exactly what you do in this game. It puts you in the shoes of Spider-Man, web-slinging around, fighting crime like he does in the movies and the comics for years, as what Stan Lee portrayed him as. And these games are both very good. I talked about God of War in my PowerPoint. So if you look at my PowerPoint, I talk about one game there. Then in this speech, I kind of wanted to elaborate a little bit on another good game that I would recommend. Same as Halo. In this speech, I recommended just a game called Halo, which is the first Halo game. This is a sequel to that game. And I just wanted to recommend it as just a little, what games you should possibly buy with these. And one reason why, again, the PS4 takes the cake with games. The PS4, in my opinion, has some of the best PlayStation exclusives. Now, to elaborate on that, I think, well, I shouldn't have to, but just to get my context in there for the speech. PlayStation exclusives are just games that come out strictly for that console. They don't come out for your computer or your Xbox or your Nintendo system. It strictly comes out for that. PlayStation 4, since 2013, has had amazing releases such as Spider-Man, God of War, Uncharted. Uncharted is basically, if you've ever heard of Tomb Raider, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Uncharted is basically Tomb Raider. But you're not a girl, you're a guy in this one. It's just a little difference. It plays exactly the same. You feel like you're in a Tomb Raider, just an alternate version of the Tomb Raider. And that is the three top PlayStation games that I would recommend for you. Now, Xbox, as I said, Xbox kind of went downhill because Microsoft really how do I put this? They really took away a lot of Xbox exclusives that were supposed to come out. I don't know what happened. I tried to look up what exactly happened. I can't get information. I have a friend who works for Microsoft, a family friend. He's a lot older. He's in his 30s. He couldn't even tell me. He said, he basically just told me he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know why they canceled all their exclusives except Halo. So the only notable game franchise is Halo. So once again, when it comes to games on these two consoles, the PS4 takes the cake. It wins by a landslide. I don't know if you've heard, but if you ask some people my age, if you just ask them what is the best console from last decade to a little bit of the beginning of 2020, because they finally announced a new Xbox and PlayStation, kids will say, oh, the PlayStation has won the console wars. They call it the console wars. I don't know why. I just call it a little console rivalry. I just think console wars is just, it's not really a war. And so that concludes the end of my speech. I hope you had a good day and have a great rest of your week.